So hello everyone and welcome to this video. In this video I'm going to be solving this question which is right now present in front of you on the screen. This question I had posed in an earlier video where I explained the concept of the Viviani's theorem. And I told you that this particular question can be solved using the Viviani's theorem. So basically this video is for the solution of that question that I had posed to the viewers in the last video. Okay, so this question says that there's a stick of a certain constant length which has been broken into three pieces and we have to find the probability that these three pieces can form the three sides of a triangle. Okay, so let's straight away get into the solution of the question and see how this particular question can be solved. So to solve this question, let me consider a stick like this. And suppose it is being divided into three parts by breaking it at these 2 points. Okay, and let me consider the length of the three parts as say small a, small b and small c. So basically we have to find out the probability that A, B and C can be the lengths of three sides of a triangle. So what is the probability that if these 2 points, these two breaking points are selected at random for the stick, which is a total length of A plus B plus C, that A, B and C will form the three sides of a triangle. Okay. So as I said, this particular question solution can be solved using the Viviani's theorem. So to make use of the Viviani's theorem, let me take an equilateral triangle and let me call this equilateral triangle say ABC, and let me consider a random arbitrary point P within this triangle, and let me from this point P drop a perpendicular onto all three sides. So I'm dropping a perpendicular onto AB, I'm dropping a perpendicular onto AC, and I am dropping a perpendicular from P onto BC, and then dropping a perpendicular from P onto AC. So let me take this perpendicular as P. So let me call the three perpendiculars on AB, BC and AC as PX, PY and PZ. So basically I know that PX plus PY plus PZ will always be equal to the height of this equilateral triangle. That is what the Viviani's theorem states. Now say suppose I tell you that this triangle was constructed in such a way that the height of this triangle was equal to the length of the stick. Okay, so I can say then that Px plus Py plus Pz is equal to A plus B plus C, which is equal to the length of the total stick. And for every possible point that P can take, Px, Py, Pz can take any values such that Px can be equated to A, Py can be equated to B and Pz can be equated to C. Right, so basically Px, Py and Pz in this triangle present in this figure is representative of the lengths of the three pieces of the stick A, B and C. So I have to find the probability that Px, Py and Pz form the three sides of a triangle. So basically the motive of this question now becomes, what is the probability of the point P to be present inside this triangle such that Px, Py and Pz can be the three sides of the triangle. Right. So that is what I have to find out. And to solve this question, the very basic thing that I have to remember is that there's a very basic concept in triangles which states that sum of two sides of a triangle must be greater than the third side. So which means that I can say first Py plus Pz must be greater than Px. Similarly, Px plus Py must be greater than Pz. And similarly, Px plus Pz must be greater than Py. All these three conditions have to be satisfied. Okay, now let me first take this condition and try to satisfy this condition. Okay, now this condition can only be satisfied, Py plus Pz can be greater than Px if and only if Px is less than half the length of this stick. Why? Because if Px is equal to half the length of the stick, then left hand side and right hand side of this particular relation become equal, and in that case you cannot form a triangle. Or if Px becomes greater than half the length, then this condition will definitely not hold true, because then Px will become greater than Py plus Pz. So because Px plus Py plus Pz is equal to the length of the stick, and if Py plus Pz has to be greater than Px, which means that Px has to be less than half of the height. So Px has to be less than half of the height. Similarly, I can say that from this relation, Pz should be less than half of the height, and Py should also be less than half of the height. Right. So these are the three conditions that need to be satisfied. If these three conditions need to hold true, and only then a triangle can be formed with these three pieces of the stick. So let me do one thing. Let me just erase these constructions that I made, and let me make one other very simple construction. Okay. So let me do one thing. Let me draw height of this triangle from the vertex A onto BC. So perpendicular, I'm going to draw from vertex A onto BC like this. Now the length of this height is of course A plus B plus C, right? And PY, if I consider this relation here, right? PY was the perpendicular distance of the point P from the side BC. Now if I tell you that PY has to be less than half the height, which means the point P should be only present below half the height of this triangle. What I mean is, if I draw a straight line parallel to the side BC through the midpoint of this height, okay, such that this length is h by 2 and this length is h by 2, then for PY to be less than half, P needs to lie only in this region of the triangle. Right? P needs to lie only below this line, because if P lies above this line, then PY's length will become greater than half, and this condition that we have written here will no longer be satisfied. Similarly, if I draw a height from this point B onto AC, then this is also height of the triangle, which is equal to the length of the stick. And I know that PZ is the distance of the point P, perpendicular distance of the point P from the side AC. So which means, once again, if I draw a straight line which is parallel to AC and which passes through the midpoint of this height, then P needs to lie only to the right of this line. Only then the value of PZ will be less than half. Similarly, if I draw the height from C onto AB, and once again if I draw a straight line which is parallel to AB and which passes through the midpoint of this height from C, then for this last relation PX to be less than half, P needs to lie to the left of this height, right? Because PX is the perpendicular distance of P from the side AB. So PX has to lie to the left of this height. So for PY to be less than half, P needs to lie below this line. For PZ to be less than half the height, P needs to lie to the right of this line. And for PZ to be less than half, P needs to lie to the left of this line. So which means that for all these three to be satisfied, P needs to lie within this particular region. Only when P is present within this region, within this shaded region that I'm drawing here, only then will all these three conditions get satisfied, which means only then can I construct a triangle using PX, PY and PZ, and by extension can I construct a triangle using A, B and C. Okay. Now basically we should also know that the height of an equilateral triangle and its median are the same straight line, which means each of these heights are going to bisect the three sides of the equilateral triangle. So what this means is that I am basically joining the midpoints of three sides of an equilateral triangle, and I'm saying that P needs to lie only within this area. But we know that P is any random arbitrary point which can lie anywhere within the triangle. So I have to find out the probability that P lies only within this area, within this triangle's area. And a very basic theorem in triangle states that when I join the midpoints of three sides of a triangle, the triangle gets divided into four congruent triangles. So which means this triangle's area, this triangle's area, this triangle's area and this triangle's area are equal, which means this triangle's area is 1/4 of the total triangle's area, which means the probability that P will lie within this area is 1/4. And that is when these three conditions to form a triangle will get satisfied. So that is why the answer to this question is 1/4. There is 1/4 probability that P lies within this equilateral triangle such that sum of two sides of a triangle greater than the third side gets or becomes real. And only then can you form a triangle with PX, PY and PZ as the three sides, or by extension with A, B and C as the sides. So answer to this question is 1/4. So that is how you can use the Viviani's theorem to get to the solution of this question. If you have not seen the video where I have derived the Viviani's theorem, then please go back and watch that video as well to get a better understanding of that concept. There are several other ways by which the same question can be solved as well, but then I find this to be a fascinating a solution and a simplistic solution to a very basic question. So thank you everyone and have a good day.